What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Check it out, man. Roll with me, man. I think this is gonna be 3 in 1. Y'all want to do 3 in 1 real quick? Check this out, man. Let's try this out. Nick Cannon drops new details on Jada Smith control of Will Smith. What? And then I was like, I wanted to pick this. Then you got Jaden Smith reveals Will Smith's secret obsession. Jaden Smith reveals Will Smith's secret obsession with, I can't see the rest of it. And last but not least, you got where the other one at? Usher breaks silence on rappers he slept with, Diddy or whatever the case may be. That's a 9-minute. We're gonna do that at the end. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. We're gonna start off with the Nick Cannon. I was a Nick Cannon fan when he did Drumline. I call him the drummer boy and everything, but then when he tried to rap against Eminem and did a diss track to Eminem a long time ago. Eminem didn't even respond to his stupid tail. I said, boy, you not a rapper. You an actor. You just acting like a rapper. You're not a rapper for real. You know, anybody can rap. Uncle Mike can rap now. I spit a couple of bars and everything before. But I ain't trying to make it a career. Nick Cannon is floating in and out of his lane too much for me, man. And I ain't, stay in your lane, cuz you good. Stay in your lane as an actor / comedian / rapper / making beats / trying to interview people. God dang, you doing too much, cousin. You remind me of me trying to do too much. Anyway, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. I'm still trying to get to the bottom of this Will Smith stuff. I'm looking for the icing on the cake. Let's check it out.
I'm a fan of Jada Smith because so it looks like Nick Cannon is not a fan of Jada Smith because he thinks that she has been treating Will badly. And child, he might need to join the queue because there are a lot of people who don't like Jada for the same reason. However, unlike many fans who don't really know the Smith family in real life, Nick Cannon has the full story and it looks like he might have a very valid reason for disliking Jada. Now, there have been reports for a long time that Jada wears the pants in a relationship and mistreats Will, but Nick just might be the very first celeb to publicly acknowledge that there's something pretty serious going on behind the scenes. So what exactly did Jada do to Will to make Nick so mad? And has she really been mistreating Will this entire time? Let's break this down. I'm not gonna lie, it's still wild how Will and Jada went from being one of Hollywood's most admired power couples to becoming the punchline of endless jokes about their marriage. Not too long ago, they were seen as the epitome of black love in the entertainment industry, an example of a strong, enduring relationship in a world where celebrity marriages rarely stood the test of time. Fans often praise them for seemingly defying the odds, balancing their careers, family, and public image while keeping their bond intact. But in 2020, everything shifted when the now infamous entanglement scandal came to light, exposing cracks in their seemingly perfect union. It all started when August Alsina, a singer who had once been close to the Smith family, revealed in an interview that he had been romantically involved with Jada for years. What made his claim even more shocking was his claim that Will had given his blessing for the relationship. The revelation sent social media into a frenzy, with people dissecting every detail and speculating about the true nature of Will and Jada's marriage.
Damn, you mean to tell me that they saying, and all this is allegedly, but they saying Will Smith said, okay, this what you want to do? Okay, sweetheart, I'm down with it. In fact, can I watch? Maybe he wanted to watch. Can I join in? And so, you stay on that side of the bed. I'm tired of sleeping with you anyway. I want him in the middle, and that way I can touch my man a little bit. Maybe he wanted all that. I don't know, allegedly.
Given his blessing for the relationship. The revelation sent social media into a frenzy, with people dissecting every detail and speculating about the true nature of Will and Jada's marriage.
I actually sat down with Will and he gave me his blessing. And I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life.
The fallout from the revelation was crazy, but Jada took most of the heat. While both she and Will faced criticism, people were especially harsh on her. According to August, their relationship happened in 2016 when he was 23 and she was 44. But the age gap wasn't the only thing that had folks talking. At the time, August was living with the Smith family while struggling with serious health issues and personal challenges. To make things even messier, he was friends with Jaden, which made Jada's involvement with him even more awkward in the eyes of the public. Eventually, Jada and Will decided to set the record straight on Red Table Talk. During the conversation, Will denied ever giving August his blessing, despite what August had claimed. They also explained that the relationship only happened while she and Will were separated, and Jada insisted that she ended things as soon as she and Will reconciled.
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah. What? Wait a minute. So what you just said was this was true. What you just said, that little kid was 20-something years old and you 44. God dang, young, that's crazy. So if I was 44 and I started dating some little girl that's 23, I can't see that. I can't see it, man, because she don't know what she just got out of high school, man. She want to go to the clubs and I want to go to bed and look at Netflix.
Only happened while she and Will were separated, and Jada insisted that she ended things as soon as she and Will reconciled.
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with y'all.
You kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically...
Anywho, she eventually came clean and admitted to having an entanglement with August.
What did you do, Jada?
Well, you know, I think from there, you know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
This admission had people dragging them left and right. But as I said, Jada took most of the heat. From that moment on, things only seemed to spiral further downhill for them. Fans couldn't stop dissecting their relationship, pointing out how dysfunctional it looked, especially since Jada kept making comments that made it seem like she didn't even want to be with Will in the first place. One of the biggest bombshells she dropped was that she never actually wanted to marry him. According to Jada, the only reason she went through with the wedding was because her mother pressured her into it.
I really didn't want to get married, but...
We only got married because Gammy was crying.
I was under so much pressure, you know, being a young actress, being young, and I was just like pregnant. And I was just like, I didn't know what to do, but I just knew. I was like, I never wanted to be married.
Then there was a time Will admitted that he had spent years planning what he thought would be the perfect 40th birthday celebration for Jada, hoping it would lift her spirits since she had been going through a bit of a midlife crisis. But instead of appreciating the effort, Jada dismissed the entire thing, saying it felt more like a grand display of Will's ego than a celebration of her. That revelation only made things worse, with fans questioning why Will kept going above and beyond for someone who didn't seem to value it.
The day after her 37th birthday, I hired a team to orchestrate her 40th birthday. I hired a documentary team. I traced Mommy's family roots. Her 40th birthday was going to be my thing.
It was going to be a splash.
It was going to be a splash. Mary J. Blige performed. I debuted the film, all of that. It was going to be the thing that lifted her out of this midlife crisis, and it was going to be my deepest, most beautiful proclamation of love. And she's told me that the party was the most ridiculous display of my ego.
Ooh.
Crushed, right? And to this day, I know I was crushed because it was true.
There's also the time when she came out and pretty much said that Will doesn't satisfy her in the bed.
Yeah, see, wait a minute. That's a whole different. We may not be able to fit all three of these on this thing, Uncle Mike. Wait a minute. I want to say that when you in love with somebody and you know that this person is not respecting you, they don't love you back, basically. And you trying to work so hard to get their love. Now, we have all been through this, right? And the more you try to do, the stupider you look. In their eyes, yeah. Now, add that on with some money. They both rich. Jada can buy anything she want. So Will, you going all out the way to bring Mary J. Blige in, and she don't want to see. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going home and getting some coffee and listening to Mary J. Blige on my iPod, my iPad or whatever. I don't want her up on stage singing to me. You going way too far. Yeah, that's crazy. Then here we go, y'all. Now they talking about the bedroom. Lord have mercy. What's going on in the bedroom? Or should I say, what's not going on in the bedroom?
For proclamation of love. And she's told me that the party was the most ridiculous display of my ego.
Most. Woo!
Crushed. Right?
Crushed.
And
but she was
to
right.
this day, I know I was crushed because it was true.
There's also the time when she came out and pretty much said that Will doesn't satisfy her in the bedroom. To be fair to her, she did admit that she needed to communicate her needs better, saying, only because I got time today, stop making up headlines, watch the table talk I did with 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 paltrow for yourselves. Will and I have never had an issue in the bedroom. Thank you. However, the whole situation was still a bad look for Will, and many fans felt like Jada was deliberately trying to embarrass him. And if that wasn't enough, she also had a habit of recording him when he was visibly uncomfortable, making comments that felt more like jabs than jokes, and then posting the video online for everyone to see.
Say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship.
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh my goodness.
If you could film me.
Sarah, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Don't. No, because she don't just...
There was so much talk about how Jada was disrespecting Will, but the real tipping point came when an old letter that Willow had written to Tupac resurfaced online. The letter was deeply personal and fans couldn't help but notice how it seemed to highlight Jada's ongoing connection to Tupac, even after all these years. For many, this was the final straw, adding fuel to the fire of the already tense situation between Will and Jada, and leaving a lot of fans questioning where Will stood in all of this. According to some reports, Willow wrote a letter to Tupac when she was 11, saying, "Dear Tupac, I know you are alive in some place. I think that my mommy really misses you. Can you please come back? Can you come back so mommy and me can be happy? I wish you were here. I really do. Love, Willow." To understand why this was especially painful for Will, it's important to know that he had openly admitted feeling jealous of Jada's deep friendship with Tupac. Jada and Tupac had shared a very close bond before his untimely death, and despite all the years that had passed, Will confessed that he still felt some type of way about their connection.
Of the love Jada had for Tupac.
But she just loved him like he was the image of perfection, but she was with the Fresh Prince. You know, so it was like, I never could, like, even we were in the room together a couple times, I couldn't speak to him.
So for Will, seeing his daughter write a letter that basically implied Tupac would have made Jada happier than he did had to be incredibly painful. It got even worse when people realized Tupac had passed away long before Willow was even born, which led to fans speculating that Jada had filled Willow's head with so many stories about Tupac that the girl started to believe he would have been a better match for her mom than Will ever was. Oh, and remember how Jada had hinted that Will wasn't able to satisfy her in the bedroom? Well, she didn't just leave it at that. She pretty much came out and admitted that she had an addiction to nasty time. Talk about adding fuel to the fire.
My sort of addictions jump. They jump around. When I was young, I definitely think I had a addiction of some kind. Yes, that everything could be fixed.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Or
It's the behavior.
It's the behavior that's attached to it. Because if you want to have a lot of that's great, but why are you having all that? That's what you gotta look at. You know what?
This had fans heated because they were
no comment. I ain't gonna say a word, y'all. In fact, I can't rewind that. I can't even. God, Lord have mercy, girl.
left wondering why Jada didn't just come out and say all of this from the jump. Instead, she let people speculate.
Look, let me rewind. This is the type of stuff that you record and put on the internet, and then maybe 5 years, I say 4 years later, you'd be like, damn, why did I do that? What was I thinking? Yeah, what was I thinking putting this up there?
You know what I'm saying? Or
It's the behavior.
It's the behavior that's attached to it. Because if you want to have a lot of that's great, but why are you having all that? That's what you gotta look at.
Because you want to.
This had fans heated because they were left wondering why Jada didn't just come out and say all of this from the jump. Instead, she let people speculate for months, making it seem like Will might have had a problem or wasn't enough for her. Then, to make matters worse, there was that whole Oscars fiasco when Will slapped Chris Rock after he made a joke about Jada's alopecia. The situation was so messy and it added even more drama to an already chaotic situation, leaving fans split between feeling bad for Will or siding with Jada over her health struggle.
Can't wait to see it. All right, Richard. Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of him.
For some reason, fans ended up
Everybody thought that was staged. What make it so bad is, did y'all hear about the there's a whole situation just like that happened years ago, back in the old days. I don't know who two people did it. I don't know if it was AI. Now these days you can't believe all the stuff you see on the internet. But y'all let me know in the comments. It's like a repeat, man. History, that's scary, man. If that's true, history repeating itself. What made Will get up there and do that? Was this stage? And are we in the Twilight Zone or some shit, man? I don't understand. This is scaring me, man. Why would you, dude? You're a loose cannon, man. Oh my God, these people got everything that we dream of. Get up and leave. Go on a vacation. Go buy a big boat and just chill out on the boat and do some fishing or some shit out. Why are you hitting people? Will, look at this little dude. You played Muhammad Ali. He played Pookie. Oh my God, here we go. Look at this. Wow. Look when they stand at each other, look how small and look how big Will is. That's bullying, man, on the biggest stage in the world.
Or siding with Jada over her health struggle.
That's straight up. Look at this. Because of what he said out his mouth, look at this.
Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of him.
For some reason, fans ended up blaming Jada for the Oscar slap, even though she didn't ask Chris Rock to make a joke about her or tell Will to get up and slap him. She didn't do anything to deserve the backlash, but by that point, people were already so fed up with all the drama surrounding her that they just turned on her. It seemed like everything she did, no matter how unrelated, became a target for the negativity. Fans had already grown tired of her shenanigans, and the slap was the last straw for a lot of them, so they pinned it.
True that, because you done play with this boy emotions. No matter how big somebody is, Will Smith is one hell of a big star, known worldwide. Kevin Hart, these people are known worldwide. Now Kanye West will be known worldwide. Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is now known worldwide, or about to be known worldwide, for everybody who is not into football and halftime shit, right? In the halftime shows. But Will Smith is known worldwide. Jada is probably more known because she's married to Will Smith, and all you need to do is be a beautiful wife. Yeah, you can act and do some little stuff on your own, but you're not that known. You're not known. If you are known, they know you as Will Smith's wife. So sit down somewhere. Shame on you to be making your husband's life miserable by sleeping with one of the son's friends. Facts.
On her.
That's
it seemed
facts.
like everything she did, no matter how unrelated, became a target for the negativity. Fans had already grown tired of her shenanigans, and the slap was the last straw for a lot of them, so they pinned it on her anyway. Will apologized for the slap, saying, "Violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are a part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally." He also apologized to Chris Rock, saying, "I would like to publicly publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed and my actions are not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness. However, Jada was silent about the drama for months, but when people started to move on from the drama, she finally addressed it on the Red Table Talk, where she pretty much told Will and Chris to get over themselves and hug it out.
About Oscar night, my deepest hope is that these two intelligent, capable men have an opportunity to heal, talk this out, and reconcile. The state of the world today, we need them both.
Now, I'm not saying that Will is a saint or something, because he has his fair share of issues. After the entanglement drama, he pretty much admitted that he had been with other women apart from Jaden. And he even revealed that he wanted a harem of women, including Halle Berry and Misty Copeland. He said, I don't know where I saw it or some stuff as a teenager, but the idea of traveling with 20 women that I loved and took care of and all of that, it seemed like a really great idea. But hey, at least they were self-aware enough to realize how messy their marriage was.
We ride together,
we die together.
Bad marriage for life.
And to everyone's relief, Jada eventually came out to reveal that they were separated.
In 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
right,
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
yes,
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
She also claimed that they are not going to officially get a divorce, but will stay separated. They have continued to have some drama here and there, and it looks like Nick Cannon is sick and tired of Jada's shenanigans. It looks like he's also happy that Jada's show, Red Table Talk, has been canceled by Meta, because it means that she can no longer embarrass his friend Will on the show, like she has been doing for years.
Shut down Facebook Watch Original, Red Table Talk, and others. Yeah.
No.
So there's no more Red Table Talk. But according to Deadline, the series producer is shopping the Emmy winning series somewhere else, Nick.
If there was no Red Table Talk, then you wouldn't have slapped the shit out of Chris Rock.
No.
Are you talking about just that situation?
I'm talking about that toxic table.
It is not. It's an honest table.
Too much honesty can get your ass slapped in the face. We've seen this.
A good slap is what people need sometimes.
That table was toxic. They made all the memes about my brother Will on that damn table. They didn't need to do that.
Well, listen, Will agreed to come to the damn table.
I'm getting a red table.
It's at his house. I gotta walk by this motherfucking table every day. That was royalty, Will and Jada.
They are. They
brought us to the table. We like, I don't want to know all this shit about y'all.
So it looks like Nick blames Jada and the Red Table for making Will look bad. And honestly, who can blame him? Jada had zero filter on that table, which sometimes led to a lot of unnecessary drama. Fans had a lot to say about this, and they left comments saying, at this point, you gotta wonder what it is Will Smith did that makes Jada wake up like once every 3 weeks with the intention of embarrassing this man. So Jada Pinkett, in her quarterly public humiliation of Will Smith, said they've been separated since 2016. So you mean to tell me this dummy crashed out his career for a woman he's not even with? And you cannot tell me that Jada Pinkett Smith is a good wife. I don't think I've ever even heard of Will speaking ill of Jada, and every time I see her name somewhere, it's about another man she loved or talk negatively about her husband. Anywho, y'all let me know how you feel about Nick coming for Jada like this, and then check out this next video.
The Red Table Talk was in a house. That's crazy, man. And he's, I gotta walk, Nick Cash, I gotta walk past this red table every day. And then, oh my God. And that's, dude, think about it, Will. You was way overboard. You mean to tell me the fact is y'all wasn't even together, y'all little beautiful little fake relationship in the eyes of the public only, and you gonna get up there and hit somebody, and y'all not even freaking together? For real, y'all not together? Why would you hit? Man, come on, man. That is, love is crazy, man. Love is sickening, man. Love is, you gotta control yourself. You gotta be more of an adult. You can't let love make you do crazy stuff, man. I'm gonna kill myself. If I can't have you, nobody can have you. Then you kill the girl. Or you shoot this one guy got a divorce. The dude got a divorce, and what make it so bad is he won the divorce, or the lady won the divorce, and right after the court dealing, He shot her. Shot the dude. Okay, let's get back, man. Hey, check this out, man. Jaden, let's see what the son got to say, man. Man, this little guy right here. This dude, this was my man,
so
man.
Apparently,
when this little dude was young and he played in The Pursuit of Happiness, I was hoping, I said, he is so bubbly. He is so, he was the coolest little dude. Hey, Dad, I'm going pro with the basketball. And his acting skills in that thing, man, was incredible. And I was hoping for some great, great things from him. Then all of a sudden, he done got goofy. I think his mother gave him drugs too early. That's what I think. Mushrooms, whatever you want to call them, messed his head up, man. And then you got your father over here slapping people. And I always try to go by I don't go by the he say, she say, y'all. Uncle Mike goes by exactly what Will said out of his mouth and exactly what Jada said out of her mouth. She was sleeping with one of his friends, that little 21, 23-year-old, 25-year-old or under, and she 44. That ain't right. You married or acting like you married to Will and you sleeping with the friends. Come on, man. Anyway, all right. Jaden Smith reveals the obsession, man. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check this one out.
So apparently there's a pretty good reason why Jaden is MIA from his family and even refuses to do family interviews. And it has a lot to do with Will Smith's secret obsession. Well, not so secret anymore, because I will be spilling a lot of tea. I know that you've heard a couple of times that Will Smith is on the DL. And as it turns out, whatever he and Jada Smith have been doing to young men in the name of mentorship is what has driven Jaden away. And people have had their suspicions for years, with signs here and there, like Will literally planning wet ones on Jaden.
Jaden, come on. Are you okay?
Oh my God, this is ridiculous. And guess what? His ex-wife, Cherie Fletcher, also revealed that other than Jaden, Will's other son, Trey, also got mouth kisses from his dad.
Will is pretty affectionate. Yeah, he right on the mouth. And you can imagine these boys hate it.
And yeah, Jaden made it very clear that those kisses.
Now, if that was a inside family joke and that's the only thing, right? If that was the only thing, add that to the Will Smith movie. I don't know what movie that was. He's a movie star, and he got caught in the bed with another guy in the movie. Man, it's just acting. Oh, man, that's just acting. Yeah, I understand that. But a lot of men, like Uncle Mike, is going to play a Denzel Washington type superhero. I ain't playing no role in no movie with Uncle Mike smiling too much. Does that make sense? Uncle Mike ain't trying to. No. I don't give a damn if it's acting or not. It's acting. I ain't wearing no dress. And I ain't doing I can act like a musician. I can act like a YouTuber. I can do all kinds of parts, but I ain't playing that part. Facts.
Yeah, Facts. He right on the mouth.
But if that was the only thing he did,
hate it.
And yeah, Jaden made it very clear that those kisses on the mouth were not okay.
I think there's a time and place for those type of things to happen.
Right.
Home, we talk about it. You
right.
He can do it right now.
Hug, you know what I'm saying?
So the mouth kissing in public feels like a problem.
Definitely an issue.
Now, it's one thing to plant kisses on a son's mouth, and even though some people may find it gross, there are guys who don't see a problem with a man kissing their son on the mouth. But kissing another man on the mouth, I mean, that's just something else, and Will and Jada have been accused several times of doing exactly that.
They're both bisexual, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship.
Well, I know at least one person who left the house screaming to get away from the mentorship, and it happens to be Jaden's former close friend, August Alsina. Back in 2020, he claimed that he and Jada had an affair in 2016, saying that it was with Will's full knowledge and permission. I'm just here trying to fathom that Jaden possibly knew that his dad had given his mom permission to hook up with one of his friends in their own home. And you still expect someone who grew up in that household to be okay? Oh, hell no. And whether or not Will was also part of the relationship with August and Jada is still up for debate. And get this, in the Smith's house, mentorship is apparently synonymous with hooking up, because it wasn't just August. Will allegedly hooked up with several young men who are literally Jaden's age.
I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front till they went to the back and there was a bunch of old and young boys back there, all naked.
You know, I say this all the time. If one person says something about someone else, it may come across as malicious. But if more than one person is saying almost the exact same thing,
that's what I keep saying, man. Why are they all saying the exact same thing, Jaguar? This is scary,
got invited
man.
to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front till they went to the back and there was a bunch of old and young boys back there, all naked.
You know, I say this all the time. If one person says something about someone else, it may come across as malicious. But if more than one person is saying almost the exact same thing, I'm telling you, there's definitely something there. For instance, 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 once called out Will for hooking up with one of her male dancers.
How about worry about your cheating husband my male dancers, when they didn't want to.
Trisha was defending Shane Dawson against his cancellation, and she was calling out Jada, who criticized Shane for disrespecting Willow, saying she should look at her own husband's behavior instead and worry about that. And just a reminder that these male dancers she was talking about are closer to Jaden's age than to Will. Another person who said that Will definitely has a secret obsession is Alexis Arquette, who spilled that Will and Jada are both bi and that Will paid off his first wife after she walked in on him with another man. While exposing Will, she wrote in a Facebook post, "When Jada comes out as gay and her beard husband admits his first marriage ended when she walked in on him servicing his sugar daddy, Benny Medina, then I will listen to them." And Orlando Brown, man, the dude went on a very crazy, very weird rant about Will Smith. Take a listen.
The real Will Smith, what are you talking about? Where's your mind at, bitch?
Just saying, keep your mind right, keep your grind tight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't you ever think that shit cool. That was the first setup, bro. You raped me, then turn me into a kid.
Friendly reminder again, Orlando is closer to Jaden's age than Will. There was also a time when Tisha Campbell sort of suggested that Will Smith was having something going on with her ex-husband, Dwayne Martin. Not anything surprising though, because Will and Dwayne have always given out some pretty weird vibes. Like, why would they go on several vacations together that included trips to Sin City, Las Vegas, Miami, and even a private cruise in Trinidad, all while Tisha and Jada sat at home? Is that how bromance actually work? Or is
you see what I'm saying, man? And again, man, this is their business. That's if you want to do that, then go ahead. I'm trying to figure out the why. I think the big secret is to help keep your name on people's mind, I guess.
Las Vegas, Miami, and even a private cruise in Trinidad, all while Tisha and Jada sat at home. Is that how bromance actually work? Or is there something fishy going on? Well, Tisha published an Instagram post with an image that read, "The truth always comes out in the end, no matter how hard anyone tries to hide it." And according to followers, the post was probably about the relationship, and she gave it away when she wrote the name Will in caps in the comments. And you're right, they will lie to the end. The real key is people will stop believing them. All I'm saying is that it's these kinds of weird obsessions that have made Jaden possibly not want much to do with his family. And based on what people have been saying, it makes sense that Jaden would also do some unexpected things in return. For instance, one of the times Jaden proved that he was just done was in 2013 when he decided that he had had enough of his parents and asked for emancipation for his 15th birthday. But do you know what was even more shocking? Jada's response to her son saying that he wanted to be emancipated.
And I remember thinking to myself, as devastated as I was,
Look how
I was
he's
like, he's
sitting
right.
there.
Yeah. The time is now. He's 15. It's time for him to leave the house.
Oh my God. And he's sitting there like, I don't even want to do this. This is your red table bullshit. Yeah. He looking like this is a bunch of bull, young. He don't even want to be there. Why I gotta sit here and do this? Come on, Jada. You know, the fans want to see you.
Thinking to myself, as devastated as I was like, he's right. Yeah. The time is now. He's 15. It's time for him to leave the house.
Maybe with Jaden out of the house, that would give them more space to continue with their weird obsessions. I don't know. But even his sister Willow has been acting out over the years. And maybe whatever she does is also just a reflection of what she's been exposed to by her parents growing up. Like how she was photographed in bed with shirtless Moises Arias when he was 20. And I won't even mention Willow's age at the time, but the controversy got so out of hand that Child Protection Services were called on the Smiths' house. At the time, sources close to the family told TMZ that Willow's parents believed she was mature enough to make her own decisions and that they saw the picture as an expression of art. And when questioned about the photo directly by TMZ, Jada said there was nothing wrong with it and the tabloids were projecting their trash onto it. Willow also revealed that she loved men and women equally, and in 2021, she confirmed that she was polyamorous.
With polyamory, I feel like the main foundation is the freedom to be able to create a relationship style that works for you. And
What the hell does that word mean? Yeah, you know, Uncle Mike dumb. I don't know. Man, fuck all that, man. This is a new word for gay. Is that a new word for gayness? Gay, I just stick with the one word for male and female, gay. If you want to be in bed and do some things with the same gender of people, then you gay. So you want to put all these extra spins and get what you call it, getting out of operations, then you still gay to me. That's all I know.
And the tabloids were projecting their trash onto it. Willow also revealed that she loved men and women equally, and in 2021, she confirmed that she was polyamorous.
with polyamory, I feel like the main foundation is the freedom to be able to create a relationship style that works for you, and not just stepping into monogamy because that's what everyone around you says is the right thing to do. So I was like, how can I structure the way that I approach relationships with that in mind?
Again, maybe she got too used to seeing her parents with different people and thought it was a norm. In another instance where Willow acted out was when she revealed in an episode of the Red Table Talk that she began cutting herself after the success of her single Whip My Hair. And in a different episode, she said that she was not even a teen when she began watching adult content, and get this, Jada actually said that she knew about it but did nothing. And you would think that because they possibly exposed their children to weird things, Will and Jada would be more uptight with how they raise their kids. Well, that also didn't happen. In fact, in an interview with E! News in 2013, Will Smith was asked when was the last time he punished Jaden, and he simply said, "We don't do punishment." Then, while speaking with Hot Living the same year, Will said, "We respect our children the way we would respect any other person. Things like cleaning up their room, you would never tell a full grown adult to clean their room, so we don't tell our kids to clean their rooms." I don't know, guys, something just seems really off, but you let me know what you think. Did Will's secret obsession push Jaden away? Do the Smiths actually go too far? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you thought this video was messy, wait till you check out the next one.
I'm done, son. I'm done, son. You mean to tell me, oh my God, dog, are you serious? Will, when Will first started talking about his kids and wanting to be a father and wanting to be there, he was on the right track when he first had kids and stuff, because he always said that his father was never there. he always said that he wanted to be different from his father. His father abandoned the family and all that type of stuff. So I said, okay, this man is making money. He's on a right track. And then all of a sudden, after years of thinking that Will is the man, because I had that in the back of my mind when he had kids, Will is going to be the father. Yeah, he ain't going to be like his deadbeat dad. He going to be a real father. So I kept that in the back of my head, like, go on with your bad self and everything. Then all of a sudden, all this stuff, and then the little boy was on the movie Pursuit of Happiness with him. Gone, man. You a dad. My father was the father of the year. My dad was, first of all, he a little kid just like me. He was the best dad in the world. So now that I'm older and I start realizing that a lot of people don't have no dad like I had a dad in my life. I mean, I had a hell of a dad in my life. That's important. Apparently it is, because look how all these fools turning out being crazy. So I used to be mad at my dad because he was always there. I couldn't slip up and cuss and steal and do stupid stuff like that because my dad was right there. He kicked my tail. I couldn't, my friends around me, they can, man, forget you, you's a motherfucker. I couldn't do. My father is too close to me, so I gotta watch my mouth. So I didn't like my dad because he was always there. And then when I got older, I started realizing that I'm the lucky one. Because now my friends is telling my father, you was more of a dad to me than anything. And I was like, for real? I mean, because that's what they felt. And now that I'm getting older and older, I'm realizing these same people saying, man, I miss your dad. When my father passed away, rest in peace, they cried. I mean, they cried more than I did. Anyway, man, so, Will, I'm a little disappointed in you, man, to be honest. I can't believe. It's hard for a person who struggled the majority of their life to make ends meet and pay their bills or whatever, which is most of us, right, has struggled, man. And all of a sudden, somebody that can buy any and every, they can buy 5 of anything they see. That's what type of money I'm talking about. And they having problems. I can't understand how those two things go together. Does that make sense? I mean, I wonder how you can have all these problems when you can buy any and everything you need. I don't think there's other problems in the world but money problems. And that's how I grew up, because my family means perfect. I grew up in an area where if you had families, you had brothers, perfect. Me and brother gonna do this thing. If you got sisters, perfect. I didn't know that all this drama actually exists in the world, man. I'm gonna get on up out of here. It was one more video we was gonna do, but oh my God, I don't even know where it's at. So we'll do it on the next video. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.